This is called T.S.A. I was at LAX the first time it happened. There's no way of knowing I would step into a trap, and I was already worried headed back to Boston for a family reunion for their long-lost son. And this is more payback than my parents can afford. A child they didn't ask for, but they got what they deserved. To them, perfection is the only respect worth earning, so I spent the night tossing and turning over the wrongs and the rights, and when my family fights, it's with a double-edged sword. Like Howard Hughes, I'm a nervous flier, counting tiles and tracing the miles of trials I've been through. Objection, Your Honor, this is a case of mistaken identity crisis, and I know what the prices of changing a life is so you can live free. So I hand over my ticket and can't help but freeze when he looks up and says, ID, please. I register surprise in the T.S.A. agent's eyes as he contemplates what must be between these thighs. I brace myself for questions, but instead he just sighs. The line's over there, ma'am. Damn. Singled out again for my gender, a victim of a misguided agenda, and the shrinks all think that they can take that broken girl and mend her, and if you just say the same, things will be safer in the long run, but what are we really protecting ourselves from? I confess my darkest of secrets to strangers, stranger than fiction, not your fetish or addiction, not a mental affliction, just a matter of diction to change pronouns and even towns to avoid their stares and judgmental frowns. For my own pictures because I can't even face her, and yes, I'm straight now, and please, no chasers. My parents asked me to blame because I changed my name, trying to avoid the public shame of changing lanes at such a young age. Could I just be faking a mixed up brain? But when it comes to playing games, sorry is the only one I know. I've got a monopoly on apology, hands over my chest, I'm tired of playing chess, trying my best but I'm a mess of breath, whisper fast, let it pass in the crash of blood in my ears, please may I be dismissed because I feel like I don't deserve to exist. Shit. And if I believed in a God, I know he would hate me. If you took the scripture and stripped her, you took the wrong picture, and if I choose my body, then I play God. But is it wrong to feel flawed because I wasn't made in man's image? I still can't tell what the greater sin is. Christianity is the religion of love, and I've offered up my body and blood, but most people still think Jesus is the only son. But I'm not the perfect martyr. For starters, I beat the odds because I lived to 21, regained nerve endings after a lifetime of feeling numb, and I have it easier than my trans sisters because girls just want to have fun, only applies when you're equal in everyone's eyes, and using the restroom isn't a game of roulette where people don't care if you live or die. My mother is the kind that still believes in a heaven and a hell. Every conversation converted to a stammer, too busy minding my manners to bother correcting her grammar. These transgenders, they always have a tell. I'll tell you what. Call me Shakira because these hips don't fucking lie. They're a size too wide to match who I am inside. And the eyeliner and blood and fingernails, I tried and you can disown and repress and deny, but my mom wouldn't even hold a funeral for the child she said had died. I take a step forward and the airport security line. Let them look inside the body that doesn't feel like mine. This x-ray shows bones crushed under the weight of years wasted, those chromosomes that God just cut and pasted. Even my skeleton geometry can give me away, but you must get tired of looking through people all day. Because my body is a dangerous body. A series of explosions, molecules collide. I am Frankenstein, Jekyll and Hyde, and seek redemption at the mention that's a cry for attention, because there's a difference between ignorance and intention when you call me cousin it. So if changing my gender makes me a liar, then stop, drop, and roll call. I'm on fire, and I'm the smartest person I've ever met, but I was tired of getting an F in sex. I am T.S.A. Transgender, sorry asshole. I know you get off on treating me like a freak just because that badge you wear doesn't come with a piece, and I'm the meanest thing to walk your streets. Well, nobody asked you to be the gender police. Men are not born, they are created. So take all of that hatred and save it until you walk the miles on my pavement. I've been torn in two, not broken but bent, to reconstruct blood and tissue and bone so that someday, my body will feel like being home.